Hello, and welcome to Urban Green, where we spotlight South Sound environmental efforts and showcase different ways to get involved in sustainable living practices. I'm your host, Stacey Ellifrit, and today we're coming to you from Swan Creek Park in Tacoma's East Side. This springtime edition is starting off with the Urban Learning segment, where we visit a shop that wants to make the joy of bike riding accessible to everyone.
In the heart of the Hilltop neighborhood is a business with a clear vision. Second Cycle is a community-focused shop that restores and sells donated bikes, all while working to educate and empower Tacoma cyclists.
Second Cycle's vision is a world where the joy of riding a bike is accessible to everybody. And our mission is to demystify and normalize the bicycle as a part of daily life. And we also want to utilize the bicycle as a tool for community and personal empowerment.
So you got a lock ring and adjusting piece there.
This is a place where enthusiasts can gather around the joy of bikes and connect with others. Because of this, Second Cycle is known as Tacoma's Community Cycle Center.
We are a bike shop that builds community. We are a place that is using the bicycle as a tool for community development and really holding space for all the different voices in cycling throughout Tacoma.
Youth programs are offered with the goal to empower a new generation with skills and self-reliance. These programs also aim to create a sense of connectedness between participants and the city that they share.
We have a Earn a Bike program that we run spring, summer, and fall. It's a course about 8 weeks long where once a week the kids come in and they build up a bike from the frame up. And then we also work with the Pierce County Juvenile Court with some juvenile detention alternative initiative. So we provide an alternative to detention by participating in our programming. And then we do some mountain bike programming with the court as well out at Swan Creek, where we do community service and clear trails. And then we go mountain biking afterwards. We also run a summer camp. It's a day camp and it's an urban exploration camp where kids meet up in the morning and they learn something about their bicycle, they plan a route, and they explore parks throughout the city. We do about 4 weeks of programming in summer for that too.
But the biggest program available is Second Cycle's Community Tool Space.
It's a space where people can come in and get access to tools, knowledge, resources to keep themselves rolling. And that is a space where they get to stand and tools and staff members to walk them through repairs. We also do full service and repair, but if you want to come in and learn how to work on the bike yourself, you're welcome to do so.
Pricing to use the space starts at $10 an hour for basic access to tools and moves up to $15 an hour for occasional assistance. Service demonstrations are also available for $20 an hour, plus the cost of the service being done.
We operate the space on a sliding scale. Self-declared low income, people experiencing homelessness, people that are working and need the bike as their sole source of transportation. We try and mind the gap for them and do what we can with them and work with them. And youth in the neighborhood are free to come in and work on their bikes.
Now is the perfect time to prepare for spring and summer. With a visit to the shop, cyclists can do everything from a full tune-up to something as simple as fixing a flat tire.
Hi, I'm Emily. I'm a shop mechanic and volunteer coordinator for Second Cycle. And today you're here with me to do a flat tutorial repair. All right, so we've got our wheel already here. Ingredients are a set of tire levers. You'll really want 2 for extra leverage. Some sort of patch kit. So here's your patch and some sandpaper for roughing up the spot to make sure it sticks, and some glue. Your other option would be peel and stick. Literally, just peel off the back and stick after you've done your sandpaper. So now we're gonna go to taking the tire and tube off. So you're going to take your tire lever with the scooped side facing out, get between the rim of the wheel and the tire. You're gonna get up underneath it, flip it down, and then you're gonna keep it flush to the wheel and do a slide. If this part was really tough, you could put it on the ground and then push away from yourself using your body weight to push it down. Because when I started, I did not have the hand strength and it just came with time. That's all you need, one side off and one side on. And then we're gonna reach in and grab that tube, leaving the valve part for last. And then peel the tire away and lift out. So there's our tube. So this one actually doesn't have a puncture, but we're just gonna pretend. So you would pump it up to kind of isolate where the hole is, maybe use your face to kind of try to feel where the air is coming out because your face is more sensitive than your hands. So you could, to help yourself out, you could circle it with a Sharpie, something like that. I'm gonna take my sandpaper, making sure that everything is clean and dry so that the glue really sticks. And then if you're doing the kind of patch kit with glue, you're gonna peel the foil back off first. And on just the orange side is where you're gonna add your glue. Good, healthy amount of glue. Don't be shy. Okay. And we're gonna pop it squarely onto the flat area, press down and hold for a good while. You'll know you really have it if you were to put your finger on it, and if it slides around like it's doing right now, not totally set up. You'd hold, we don't have time for that. But then once it was solid, you would peel away this little plastic piece here and you'd be good. All right. So now it's good. We're gonna put a little bit of air in to give it body, just like it is now. It's gonna be much easier to put it back into the tire and the wheel. So we're gonna isolate and find our hole again. So you're gonna peel the tire away. On the open side, take the valve, pop it in, and then you're gonna lift this tire part up and over. There it goes, and then you're gonna tuck it to bed all the way around the tire. Don't have to worry about it being on the rim, just into the tire. See, this way we can avoid pinch flats. If it's got some body, some air in it, less likely to get pinch flats. All right, now that it's in all the way around, we're gonna take that tire lever again, and instead of scoop side, it's actually gonna face in. Similar system, get between the rim and the tire. There we go, and slide, and slide, woo, and slide. Or if you don't have tire levers, or you just wanna go for it with your hands, take your thumbs and kind of do this rolling motion all the way around. The last part tends to be the hardest. If you have trouble with it, take the scoop side, face it towards the rim, grab onto the side of the rim of the wheel, and do this sort of flip. And it'll help it go in better, that really tight spot. Make sure your valve is straight, everything is on, and then you would air it up to the proper PSI. Like for example, this cruiser wheel, we're gonna put it up to 40 PSI, and then you would be done.
You can find out more about Second Cycle's programs as well as the hours of the open shop by visiting their website. Up next, the Urban Tabletop segment will take us to Garden's Gourmet Salads for a demonstration on making a vegan gourmet salad bowl with seasonal ingredients.
Hi, my name is Naisha Jones and I am the co-owner and chef here at Garden's Gourmet Salads. Today, we'll be making a gourmet bowl with a chipotle dressing. So let's get started on our dressing. So this is a super easy recipe. All you have to do is pour all your ingredients in the blender and let it go. So here we have our almond milk, our chipotle peppers, have tomato paste, and some apple cider vinegar. Our flaxseed meal, and that will give your dressing a little bit more thickness to it. And then we have sea salt, ground cumin, and garlic powder. Some medjool dates here. And you'll want this to go for about 30 to 45 seconds so it's nice and smooth. Here at Garden's Gourmet Salads, we offer health-conscious items. We're open Tuesday through Sunday, and we're located in East Tacoma. Now that that's done, we'll leave that to the side and get started assembling our bowl. So here we have our Power Green mix. Power Green mix is what we like to use here at Gardens. It is a mix of red chard, baby kale, and spinach. So we'll start with this here and get our rice in the bowl, our warm cooked off brown rice. So with this dish, to me, it's all about presentation. So I like to put everything on there and lay it out flat so you can see everything perfectly. So we'll divide this up here. We have our warm Italian vegan sausage. I have our asparagus that I drizzle with a little bit of extra virgin olive oil and sea salt. And then next up, we have our sliced grape tomatoes that we melted off and warmed up a little bit in the oven. Perfect when they're just nice and melty, kind of blends in with your entire dish. have our avocado already pre-sliced. Fan that out nicely there. So now I have that dressing I had set aside from earlier. Drizzle across there. And then we'll go ahead and garnish with some green onions. All right, and that's the garden bowl for you. My name is Naisha Jones here at Gardens Gourmet Salads in Tacoma. Thanks for watching.
To find out more about Gardens Gourmet Salads, a business that believes food is the fuel that powers our lives, visit their website. After the break, we'll find out how the community can make a splash this May. But first, the Urban Quick Tip will illustrate a carpet refresher that can be an ideal addition to any spring cleaning routine. Welcome back. Now we're going to learn about how the community can apply for an environmental grant that has a focus on protecting and restoring local surface water resources.
Rain is a natural part of life in the Pacific Northwest, but when a heavy storm falls, it can cause unexpected surprises in the form of water pooling around homes and sometimes inside them.
We moved here in 2017. It was a year where it was excessively heavy rains. And we came home one day and I walked down in the basement and took a step off the step and it was splash.
There are a few ways to help when a flooding problem like this happens. A beautiful and practical solution can be a rain garden. These homeowners created one to help with flooding and found that it worked to fulfill even more needs.
Because it mitigated the amount of water coming off the alley and channeled it into something that could be utilized by both the city as clean stormwater, and it took the water away from our basement.
The water that runs off streets, yards, and driveways flows directly, untreated, into local waterways. A rain garden collects rainwater runoff, allowing the water to be filtered by vegetation, screening out pollutants before the water enters a storm drain.
The roof water comes off and goes into 2 cisterns, and then the rest of the water from the alley goes down the side of the house and collects in the rain garden. So the idea is that when the water comes off, the overflow from the cisterns will go into the rain garden, and all of the water from the alley will be going into the rain garden. And the idea is that it becomes a temporary pond and gives the water time to infiltrate.
The beginning of this rain garden project started with a call to the city's Environmental Services Department and led to other organizations stepping in to offer guidance.
It was a team approach, and they gave us such excellent information that was doable for us. We could wrap our heads around it.
From that collaboration, steps came together to start putting this garden in place.
We had the Conservation District come out and we did an infiltration test at the side of the garden. And then they put us in touch with the master gardeners as well. We started looking at what is the design of a rain garden, how big can it be, what needs to be in the rain garden, what kinds of plants. That's where I bought all the supplies. I was in charge of that, and my sister Deb was able to basically do project management. Like, we went out there and we marked out the space, and then we found people, volunteer and casual labor, to start digging.
These homeowners also applied for the Make a Splash grant. The city's Environmental Services Department awards these reimbursable grants for projects that have a strong stormwater message, benefit, or educational aspect.
It's an excellent program. I would recommend it to any of the homeowners in the area that are thinking about managing their water, because it's so great for the environment.
Make a Splash has a maximum award amount of up to $4,000. Anyone within Tacoma city limits is welcome to apply. Applications are accepted May 1st through May 31st.
When we actually received the grant, we were so excited. It's helped us tremendously in the house in terms of not having flooding.
This project and the Make a Splash grant brought out an unexpected focus on the Puget Sound.
My attention really wasn't on the Puget Sound, and so we got to manage and know that we weren't going to have a flooded basement, build a beautiful garden, and know that we were returning clean water to the Puget Sound. That's a win-win-win.
For more information on Make a Splash, visit the city site. Here, you'll find information on the application process and can view past grant recipients. Now, just in time for spring gardening, we're taking a look at TAGRO. This is the city's award-winning, environmentally friendly gardening products that work to provide better results as they reuse a community resource to help protect our environment. This organic, compost-like soil amendment helps retain moisture and slowly releases nutrients into the soil. A number of products are available for home users, including TAGRO Mix, TAGRO Potting Soil, TAGRO Topsoil, and Age Black Bark. Some home gardeners may be unsure which products are right for their needs. They can feel confident in TAGRO Mix, as customers have been using this product on their lawns and in their gardens for more than a decade. In addition, the odor-free potting soil is also available for pickup or delivery at a fraction of the cost of similar store-bought products. Visit the TAGRO site to learn more about these products and how they can be incorporated into any gardening routine. Thanks for joining us for this edition of Urban Green. I'm Stacey Ellifrit, leaving you with more ways to engage in sustainable practices that are right for your lifestyle.